M0FXB Hamtech, welcome to my channel. Today we're using the Win4 Suite for YAESU. We've got our YAESU FT991 connected, and that is the actual radio live that you can see there. Above that we've got the control panel. Let's just move it down. We can control the volume, all the controls on the YAESU 991. We've got the scope on the right hand side. How are we achieving this full screen scope? We're using the SDR Duo, which you can see here on the left. So we're actually using two receive antennas. So there's the Duo. Of course there's a setup process to this. Let's just change some of the controls so you can see see it in action. So we'll just scroll through the frequency here. Turn it up for you. Scrolling through. Got one there. We can change mode, change band. So we have full control of the radio. Even the graphic equalizer here. RF power. Can change that, we'll keep it down low at the moment. RF gain. Now we do need to be careful if we transmit that we're separating the TX from the RX. But this video, I'm just showing you the receive way of doing things. So we've got the normal antenna going to the 991. There's a USB cable going into the printer style connector into our computer, going into the Win4 settings, which we'll look at in a second. There's another antenna, and they're both 49:1 balance with 66-foot length of wire. I've got two wire antennas here. Now if there is a way of doing it with one antenna, someone let me know, but this is how I've done it. You hear the stations there calling through. Because the problem with the 991, although it's a fantastic radio, and it's an all-band radio, as you can look here, look. That's we've now just switched it, just by the flick of the band there, we can choose FM. We're now on 145/600, which is a repeater. I can get that down to 0. Or we can go to 70 centimeters, which is, have a look here, 77, sorry I'm blind to this, there it is there. 77, that if it's 439.575, that's my hotspot in this shack, which is on. We just need someone to transmit. We've got VFO memory, there's memory mode, and I think we've got a couple of memory channels in there. Up and down, maybe not. No, I'm not seeing any memory channels, but that's okay. We're going to look at, there is a program for memory channels for the 991, which we've made videos about before. Receive, transmit, and clarifier there. Just turn it up. Probably need to connect the antenna for 70 cents. Let's go back to 40 meters for now. Coming through nice and clear, and I'm listening to the audio from, at the moment, from the actual radio. Now with the waterfall, there's several settings. You can change the colors. There's a small control panel here. So we can change the spectrum fill, spectrum grid, VFOA marker, VFOA passband, and so on. That station's booming through. We've got SDR play settings up here as well, RF gain, I haven't touched that. We can reset it, notch filter, antenna A or B. So if I go to B, we should lose the scope. So we're using tuner 1 at the moment. Now the scope's still there, so I'm not really sure how that works. It says HIZ, never use that. So we're in the 50 ohm tuner 1 selector at the moment. So yeah, I can learn more about that. Band edge, you can change the band edge here all the way down through all the bands. spot the spotter here, spot only, show VFO passband only in split. So yeah, lots to explore here. You've got zooming and panning here. Let's do pan and zoom. See the zoom there, changing the bandwidth, I think. Peaks, fill, spots here, and then zoom. At the bottom here, you've got all these function controls, VFO-A, VFO-B. So let's turn it down. First thing you need to do is to download the Win Suite software. So go to this link and then download. Got the tab at the top there for download, and then download this one here. There's a free 30-day trial. Now it's really important that you download the API driver. Now this should install with your SDR Uno software, and we're actually using the Duo. But if it doesn't, you can manually install it. So I'll put the links in for SDR Uno. Hopefully if you've got one, you'll be familiar with how to load it. So this is the page that I had to download. Here it says Windows 3.14 on the left there, and without that the software wouldn't detect that I had connected and told the software to use SDR Uno. And with Win4 Suite you get a very full instruction manual, and there's a lot of, you know, quite big warnings here telling you to read the first 3 pages first. You know, and you do need an SDR device for the pan adapter to work. Otherwise you will get control software. You can control the radio without having a scope, no problem at all. I can turn off RSP Duo now and I can still control the radio, but we lose the scope. And of course it's not just for the 991, we've got the ftdx 5000, 3000, 1200 and 991A, so you know, other radios available. So the driver you need for the cable and for the 991 is here. Look, I use the CP210X VCP. That's the one that worked for my radio, and it all worked fine. So once the software fires up, I went to this window here, which is in settings. So you go tools, settings. Okay, this is the main window that you will see. Let's just move down my 991. I went right click device manager, ports, and it was the top one, Silicon Labs, and you need to be seeing Silicon Labs, otherwise there's something wrong. And it tends to nearly always be the top one, and mine is COM6. Your number will be different, but it will be the top one. So you know your COM port. So we put the COM port in here. Okay. Now, and then we've got the 38400 default setting. You do need to go into the radio, into menu number 31. See if I can show you this live. I know it's a bit blurry, but just press the menu, turn down to, well, we're at 71 because that's one of the ones we need to do. So let's just do that one first. At 71, no, 72, and then press select and just make sure it says USB, and you change that by turning here, you know, from data to USB. That's fine. Then just go, you can just back, press the button again, just briefly press the menu button, turn up to 30, 31, and you've got the cap rate there, which mine is set at 38400. So just go select, change it to 38400, enter, and that's it. You're ready to go. Press the menu button, go back to your normal screen, and if you haven't got waterfall enabled in your device, just go into menu number, yeah, it's 115. Just press select and then turn it to waterfall. Okay, so at this point it's up to you to decide if you want the scope that we're using here on the right hand side. You might just decide you don't want the scope, and that's fine, you know, just click none. But we've selected SDR play here, and it does say connected to a receive antenna. That's the important thing here. Transmit wise, I think you need some extra hardware to do the transmit. Now I need to learn more on this. Someone please message me. I'll show you the hardware that I saw in another video. So if you look here, it's the MFJ 1708, okay, and you separate the receive from the transmit, because if you transmit very near the SDR duo, you might blow out the front end, because especially if you're doing 100 watts or more. So do some research on that. And once I have those settings correct, and I definitely advise you read the manual. I press the connect button here, and it connected. And then the main control window on the top left appeared, and then I could start adding items. So to get the extra windows that you're seeing, I went tools. So have a look here. No, window. The IQ spectrum scope became available once I had the API installed. It then gave me that option. Before the API, it didn't even give me the option to have the scope, so bear that in mind. It's not going to work unless you've done that. Then I just ticked audio oscilloscope and audio spectrum, and even there are settings within settings. I went down here to settings and I selected just here USB codec, because it's all working off USB. Before the spectrum came to life, and exactly the same thing with the audio spectrum as well. So back to the windows, you can see we've got a signal meter there, SWR meter selected there. Just yeah, if we click it, it did change the comp. Double click it, that is. IDA, VDD, whatever that is. Power, ALC, SWR. And it is actually changing on the radio. That's pretty cool. And I haven't clicked the SWR, sorry, the signal meter, see if anything happens. Can't see anything there. And then we've got some quick memories here. I don't think they're programmed in yet, but we've got them there once they're set. Clicking. There you are, look. Up and down, changing the memories. You've got your mic, is that mic gain there? Moni, Proc, V gain, V delay, Mox, BK in. It looks like all CW type settings. AGC, I'm looking at C4FM. So if we go 70 centimeters again. There you can see that's kicked in now. Let's turn it up. That's got my hotspot come to life there. And we can see the fill, we can change that blue. If you don't like the blue very much.
KQ4JJM, any copy on EI7II?
I need to just close that window a minute to get the volume down. Let's just click OK. Oh, we have to choose a colour. Let's do green. OK. Then OK, and then lower that volume down. OK, look, we've now got a different colour on the spectrum. So yeah, that was a bit loud, wasn't it? The main point is, with the Win4 Suite, you are controlling every mode that the radio can do. C4 FM, analog, HF radio, whichever you decide.
Think you got this. Delta Papa 7 Delta.
I think the scope probably looks better. Probably without a fill, I would say. Let's try it. I think we can move this up and down if we know what we're doing, so we get some better information from this scope, because there, look at that, I'm just moving it around now. If you want to be able to see the signals properly. So play around with that until it works for you. Peaks. You can turn the peaks on and off. You can change the line and the spots. Not sure what the spots does. But there's the help part here. So you've got instant manual. Look at that. It's telling you what you can do with the scope. Let's move my radio out of the way. Just looking at some of these controls. Frequency scale, VFO marker, VFO passband, zoom in controls, waterfall low, speed, split screen. How does that work? Split screen, what's that? I don't even know what that does. Predefined span settings here. Okay, so you really can get some good use out of this. Zooming, panning. So you know, it's about just, I'm showing you how to do it. Hopefully I haven't missed anything out. We'll have a quick look at the installation instructions. We just go help, and we'll use the manual. Let's have a quick look. And just scroll down. Thank you for buying. So it's a 30-day trial, then I think it's $60. It's showing you what the scope could look like with correct settings, but we've got the 991, we haven't got the ftdx 5000, 9000, so possibly the scope will be better. It does say you need a pan adapter. There's all your controls, and then you can email for help there, yaesu.va2fsq. thank you. Installation, that's probably the main bit. I want to make sure that you've got all the information, so please read the manual like it says. The first 3 pages are crucial. Starts to talk about the preparation, USB connection, software programs such as WSJ, TX, FLDigi, you know, you can bring them in and use them as well. It supports USB only for the 101 and DX10. I've done a video on the 101. Then the drivers, yeah, SCU 17 type driver. These are the radios that are supported. 991A M1 and 1200 3000, 5000, 101 and 10. I'm pretty sure that I saw something somewhere that it supports the 710. Really, I like it for the 991 because I can get an external display with that. But saying that, you know, having full control is quite nice. There's your initial connection as we showed you earlier. Like so. User preferences, check for updates on startup so you can update it. Preventing RFI, yes. Make a choke, looks straightforward, and look how it says I can't emphasize enough the difference it makes. So I have got chokes on mine actually. Turning off USB sleep, yes, we did do this. So you right click, go to your device manager, double click, go to the port, right click, properties, and go to power management, and look, see it says here allow the computer to turn off the device to save power. Turn that off. That's going to be good, and you can do it on the other one if you want. The other one you can do is, there's another power management you can do on a computer. What you do is go into the search, start to type in power, and then choose power plan. When you're in the power plan settings here, there's a setting for changing the USB settings, save settings. So what I did was went here, then I did change when computer sleeps. Then you've got here change advanced power settings. Click that, and then here it says USB setting and USB selective suspend setting. Double click that, and I disabled it. This is advice which is in the manual. So I did as I was told, and of course you can read the manual as much as you need to get all this right. You can pause the video and go back. Take your time, there's no rush to get this working, is there? So let's just scroll down, set up the spectrum scope, and they talk about the different radios. The output from the L pan requires a stereo audio adapter to be installed to your system. Okay, I don't think I did any of that. Good device for pan adapter application is the ASUS Sonar. So yeah, just follow it all. Mine's working, but I'm not confident to transmit at the moment until I get more help. But that's your spectrum scope showing up. And then you've got the whole settings menu there. microphone, drivers. So I think that's it. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel, and back later, 73M0FXB Hamtech. All the best.